Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off our session today. We're diving into Mega Goal 1.2, Unit 9, which focuses on complaints and writing. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore how to effectively handle complaints and improve our writing skills in this area. So let's get started. Today, we're going to focus on 3 key skills. First, answering questions about a complaint card. This means being able to understand and respond clearly to customer concerns written on these cards. Second, writing a letter of complaint. I'll show you how to express issues professionally and effectively. And third, discussing an unfortunate event. This involves communicating clearly and empathetically when something hasn't gone as planned. These skills are essential because they help us handle customer feedback professionally and turn challenges into opportunities for improvement. Remember, the goal is to listen, respond thoughtfully, and maintain a positive relationship with our customers. Let's take a look at some examples from your student's book on page 146. These will help us understand how to handle situations when you're not satisfied with a product or service. First, you might return the product and ask for a refund. This is a common and straightforward option if the item is faulty or doesn't meet your expectations. Another option is to return the product and have it replaced with a new one. This is useful if the product is defective, but you still want the same item. Now, if you're really unhappy with the store or the brand, you might decide never to go back to that store again. Or you could choose never to buy from that brand again to avoid similar issues in the future. Finally, if you feel the store or manufacturer isn't taking responsibility, you can report them to the Consumers Association. This is a way to protect yourself and other consumers by alerting the appropriate authorities about unfair practices. These examples connect to the overall theme of consumer rights and how to effectively address problems with products or services. They empower you to know your options and make informed decisions. So, as you can see, I was really indignant and very angry about the situation. I expressed my feelings clearly in the last 2 paragraphs, highlighting how disappointed I was with the product and the service. I had expected that the item would be refunded, especially since it didn't meet the quality standards, and I also thought I would receive a discount voucher for future purchases, as advertised in the store's promotional material. This is an important point, because it shows what I was hoping for based on what was promised. I also contacted the customer service department to get some guidance, and they advised me to return the item as soon as possible. That's a common next step, but it's crucial because it shows the process I was following to resolve the issue. Lastly, I want to mention that the earphone cables weren't connected properly, which was part of the problem. This detail highlights the defect and why I was so frustrated, as it affected the product's functionality. Overall, this slide underscores how important it is for companies to meet customer expectations and provide reliable service and products. Let's talk about our options when it comes to refunds or exchanges. If a customer isn't completely satisfied with their purchase, they should know that they can either get a refund or choose to change the item. For example, if someone buys a leather jacket and it doesn't fit or isn't quite what they expected, offering them the choice to exchange it or get their money back can really improve their experience. It's also important to highlight that refunds are often available even if the item is on sale. Customers should feel confident knowing that their satisfaction matters, regardless of whether they purchased at full price or during a sale. So, whether it's a leather jacket or any other item, clear policies about refunds and exchanges help build trust and encourage repeat business. Remember, the goal is to make the process as simple and transparent as possible for the customer. Now let's talk about the closing part of a formal letter, which often includes a signature. This is where you sign off politely, reaffirming your message. Following that, it's important to express your personal feelings clearly, whether you're disappointed, hopeful, or seeking resolution, so the recipient understands your emotional stance. Next, providing an account of actual events is crucial. Detail what happened with facts and clarity to support your complaint. When addressing the recipient, always start with a formal greeting, such as "Dear Sir" or "Madam." to set a respectful tone. Then include the address of the company at the top, making sure it's accurate and complete, which helps direct your letter correctly. Finally, understanding how to write a letter of complaint involves being clear, respectful, and concise. You want to state your issues plainly, provide evidence if needed, and suggest possible solutions, all while maintaining professionalism throughout. These elements are key to ensuring your complaint is taken seriously and handled efficiently. Now, let's talk about the key steps to follow when writing an email or letter of complaint. First, it's important to clearly identify the issue. Be specific about what went wrong and include any relevant details. Next, maintain a professional and respectful tone throughout your message. This helps ensure your complaint is taken seriously and keeps the communication constructive. Remember to state what resolution you are seeking. Whether it's a refund, replacement, or apology, being clear about your expectations can help facilitate a positive outcome. Connecting these points to our overall theme, effective communication is crucial in resolving issues efficiently. By following these steps, you increase the likelihood of your complaint being addressed promptly and satisfactorily. So, always be clear, respectful, and focused on finding a solution when writing your complaint.